What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to Life of a Jobbing Plumber. In this episode we've got 4 or 5 jobs for you. Normally these episodes perform well. We've just come out of summer, obviously we're in autumn now. The views and the subscriber levels dipped straight off. Quite a few people commented in the on the video saying that they dropped off. Yeah, that's not helpful. But it's summer and that's just what happens on YouTube. It dips off, people are out enjoying themselves, do you know what I mean? They're not watching YouTube videos. So hopefully from now until after Christmas we'll have a big growth. I might mix things up next summer. I've got plans in my head. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to give anything away though, because there's people out there that just copy your style, copy your content, and I don't want that. But there's hopefully a big change going to happen in 2026. Whether it works or doesn't, we'll find out. And as usual, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and all that jazz. It's absolutely free. So we've been called out to a leaking shower. Customer suspects it's the trap. I've had a look around at the seal. The silicone seal looks alright. I've not run it yet, and this hasn't been ran for weeks and weeks and weeks because obviously it leaks through the ceiling. So I'm just going to try and get a measurement for downstairs to see whereabouts the trap is. 185 plus 700-ish, 185 plus 700. So I've had a measure, and it's somewhere in this void next to this spotlight, but it's full of bloody insulation. Now I can feel something with the screwdriver over there. I can't get my hand up. Normally I can get my hand up in spotlights, but on this one it must just be slightly smaller, so I can't. I'm hoping to see the shower trap up there. I can see a waste pipe. Yes. I don't know what you can see down there, but I can now see the shower trap. It is like here. So I'm going to get it to run now. I'll get the customer to run it, and hopefully it'll start leaking. It might just need nipping up on that nut. With a bit of luck, that'll be it. But I don't think I'll be able to get my hand up there to do that. I might have to just make the hole a bit bigger with pad saw or something. But yeah, I can see the trap now.
Is it near the bulb?
It's not far away. Right, so that'll run. Nothing yet, unless I just can't see it. I'm going to try not to cut out the customer ceiling, because obviously they've got to then sort it out, and if I can do it without, then I will. Whilst I wait for that, I might go and get the pad saw and cut a little bit more of this out. I don't know how much bigger it needs to be. Okay. That'll do, see what I can see. The customer's just gone putting on the rainfall head. Obviously, as you can see, we can see the whole trap. I can get my hand around it, and everything's seems dry at the minute. But for the time being, I'm just gonna, if I can't find it today, leave this spotlight out and tell the customer to use the shower as normal and just see if it comes back. Nothing yet. And these stains here, all the way down to there, are where it has been leaking. But it might not necessarily be the trap. It might be a door seal or anything. I just stood drinking my brew whilst waiting to see what's going on, and I could hear this dripping noise. I was like, yes, it's dripping. No. It's you dripping onto the towel. I can see it dripping there. It's not the trap though. That is not the trap. It could even be like...
Which is small in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to pull the ceiling down.
No.
But you have a good look in there. I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, I can't see anything. It's obviously not going to be the boards. It's not the boards, because the boards are completely waterproof, so it has to be either like the corner or the silicone. It's definitely not that.
But if you push the... I think...
I've pushed the boards.
If you push the board a little bit in the middle...
Here?
Yeah. A bit further down. It used to be like...
There's a little bit of movement, but
nothing like showing a gap.
But yeah, there's no gap, that's what I mean. It's got to have a gap.
I redid that about before I was ill, for Christmas time last year.
So the customer's just going to try out the shower, directing it purposely in the corner. If it starts pouring out, then it is that corner. Or so we think, because it stopped dripping now, he's turned it off. But, I mean, the corner itself didn't look horrendous, did it? I hate these types of jobs. Unless you can nail on what it is, like, say the shower trap nut had been leaking. Unless you can nail on that it's that, they're always a pig. Especially now it's wet through as well. You can't just, we can't just reseal it, but I suspect he'll do that himself anyway. Yeah, it started dripping now. I'll go and check where he's been directing that. So what he's saying is when we're just checking it stopped dripping, which it has. Yeah, it's not as, that's just what's left there, I think. When he uses the shower, he uses the fixed head, which obviously is pointing vertically down. It doesn't leak. When his kids use the shower, they use the handset, which obviously is pointing in like a 45-degree angle, so it will hit that corner more, and that's when it tends to leak. So it's going to be that corner. He's going to let it dry out and just wall up some sealant over that corner bead. And I'll let you know if anything changes. If you don't hear from me again on this one, then it's sorted. Right, next one we've got is a slow filling toilet. As you can see, 12 valves on its way out. I don't carry spares, so that's just going to swap that out for a lever. But also it's leaking around here. Well, that is loose. So I'm going to say that's going to be the issue on that. Let's get the water turned off and get this fill valve swapped out. So that empty out now, what's remaining. Yay! Flick out that old fibre washer because it'll be absolutely goosed. And we'll replace it with a new one if we can get it out. It's in an awkward angle, could do with like a bent pick, which I do have one in the van, but I'm not going to the van, it's quite far away. Knackered. New one, I'm going to put a 4-in-1 beaver in. Obviously the 1/2-inch shank. Belt and braces paste. Him. I'm going to wrap a bit of PTFE around the O-ring for this, just again belts and braces. It's actually gone up quite far inside there, which it shouldn't have. Let's try and pull it down. There we go. With a bit of luck, that'll just give it a bit of extra sealant. Perfect. Going a bit faster, isn't it? Right, so far so good. Let's try this one. Check it's not coming from above, which it is siliconed up, but I don't think it is. Oh no, it's still pissing out. No! That might be because I've cross-threaded it by the looks of it. Dickhead. Right, check 2. Better down. Let's get a full flush out of it and try again. I don't know how these are supposed to even stay up. I reckon that's what the silicone was for. Ugh. He's got a plan. They got a plan. I'm going to push this up inside. That'll do. Don't even look at it. Don't touch it, don't look at it, it'll fall down. Nice easy job. Next one is the first outside. Which is weird, it's not even winter. So, we're at the burst. I don't know why it's burst, but it's burst. That has come off the customers had to do it putting it back together, but I've only just found the sharp bite bit on the floor, so there's no way it was going to re-grip. Now, potentially I could put all this back on, connect it back onto where it was, but there's a reason it's blown off in the first place. I'm not sure what that reason is. Maybe it was never put on properly. Don't know. But instead, what I'm going to do is put on one of these instead, these Plaston ones. So that's 25mm for that blue elk, reduced down to 15. £7 something that's just cost me. And I'm going to shorten this back. I think it's got to reconnect into there. There's not a lot I can do with that because the bathroom's brand new. And this hasn't just been done then, so I can't go disturbing that on the inside. You can't even see this pipe on the inside. Just an isolation valve where they've shut it off. So let's see what we can do with this, albeit this is scratched to buggery. So getting a nice seal on that ain't going to be fun. That's too long, so then cut that down. My van's causing havoc on the road. Oh well, shit happens. There's nowhere else to park, mate. That pipe's also scored as well, so I'm going to have to try and clean off these with some sandpaper or something to get it fucking nice and smooth to get the O-ring to seal properly. Anyway, that's going to go like that, and that's going to be pushed. I've connected on somewhere. Don't know, mate. Risk it for a biscuit. Still scored. No, it's not going to be strong enough. This needs some proper sandpaper, I think. Grim. What the hell could I do with the insert? Shit. Right, 25mm insert into there. That's been sandpapered off and nice and clean. Bit of lube. That is now on. Simple as that. Trying to get this side in now exactly the same way. I'll have to dig out some of the stone though to get it flat. Lovely. Right, let's try and dig that out and get it back. But it's a bit shorter of a run, and by the time that's kicked back and down a little bit more, it'll be better than it was, and we'll get this big thick lagging back on it. It's not pretty, but Christmas got no water on at the minute. Can I beat the rain? A little bit of a spacer bracket on that so I can get the lagging back over. Right, let's go and turn the water back on. So this was the bathroom we was in at the start of the episode, but it's a different day. Customer wants these two replacing. They don't work, which potentially we could just swapped that out. However, they're both the same age, but that one's gone like that. Weird. Anyway, we've got two identical ones. I'm going to replace them both. Take off the trap and spin that out the way. Looks like they've used Plumber's Mate on this. Bloody hell, that is tight. Ah, Jesus. That is a tight one. We'll need a second pair of grips to hold the bottom because it's all just spinning. Managed to get it holding the towel against the threads at the bottom. Could get a bit more leverage on. Yeah, this one's been Plumber's Mated in as well. Lots of you in the comments every time I do this say use Plumber's Mate. I've got a tub in the van, but in the whole 17 years of doing plumbing, I have never ever used Plumber's Mate. I don't even know why I've got a tub, it's probably rocket hard. But yeah, we'll take this out. As simple as that. And get it all cleaned up. You regulars will know how we do this now. Bin off the top washer. Thick bead of silicone around the top. Just to account for any, well, to create a seal and to account for any misshapes in the basin pottery itself. Then we push that down, it oozes out nicely, and then underneath another bead of silicone just to fill the void between the pot and the threads itself. Make sure you get that all the way around. Then rubber washer, tapered up, plastic washer, and your plastic nut. Spin that up and nip it up with the grips. Trap back on, and then just normally smooth around the silicone just to make it aesthetically a little bit more pleasing. We'll clean that up underneath with a tissue or a wipe. And same again with that lot which is oozed out as well. Beautiful. That is both of them two done. All we need to do is give it a test. And hope we ain't got any leaks. Sometimes you better check it with the hot water, because hot water will find leaks more than the cold for some strange reason. like the look of them flexes. Can't see it on the camera, but sounds pretty kinked to me. There's another one under here like that as well. It's because they're on 3 tap hole basins. Probably struggle to put rigid pipework in, but to me they need replacing. No leaks anyway. Another day, another dollar. Thank you very much for watching as always. This is just a reminder that it's obviously October and I said I was going to go back to 2 episodes a week, so I will be doing, and they will be both posted on a Tuesday and a Thursday at 6 PM. So don't miss the Thursday night episode, a little bonus episode, and we'll run that right the way through till the new year, and then I'll go back to 1 a week. I'd love to post 2 a week every week, but I don't actually earn that much money off YouTube to make it worthwhile. It costs me to actually make YouTubes. I'd be better off just doing 1 extra boiler service a week and make more money. I do it because I like doing it, and I do it because you lot enjoy it. Hopefully, anyway. Anyway, I will catch you on Thursday. See you then.